My name is Les. I'm 80 and I've had a cochlear implant for a year. During the 1990s, the hearing got steadily worse, and it got that the hearing aids couldn't keep up with this, even better hearing aids. And eventually, in the early 2000s, I gave a series of lectures by requests to MSc students, and I had to ask students to write questions down, because I could easily put the answer on the board. It was often mathematical questions where you had to write something down. I felt this wasn't really good enough because it was time consuming and I didn't like imposing. I found that friends and family were very sympathetic and helpful, and doing things like speaking slowly and carefully, occasionally writing things down, and sometimes my wife would interpret for me. My wife and I knew each other so well, I didn't have to say much to her, and she didn't have to write much down in reply. Only in 2014, my wife said that something really needed to be done about my hearing. After I had the implant, I came back to St. Thomas for the switch on, and when they finally turned the sound up enough for me to hear it, I jumped. I think everyone was very pleased that at this stage it was working. When the implant was first switched on, I started hearing all sorts of sounds around me. I think the most noticeable one was high heels clicking, which I hadn't heard for a long time. As I was adjusting to the implant, I started becoming aware of more sounds, like my own breathing, the wind howling in the chimney, and the children next door playing in the garden. But I still found face-to-face communication difficult. It was difficult to differentiate between male and female voices. I think face-to-face, I did get some clues from watching the speaker's face, and as time went on, things did get better. To start with, I did listening practice as suggested, using the computer, the online resources there. I was meticulous about this. I did a session most days. I eventually found this wasn't really the answer. I moved on and I came back to St. Thomas to see the speech and language therapist. And she gave me various exercises. At first, she typed so that I could see things on the laptop as well as speaking, and as things gradually got better, I could pick up cues by watching her face, see her lips moving, and then at one stage she tried putting a mask over her mouth so that I couldn't see that, to see how well I got on. I found the therapy helpful because I got immediate feedback that where necessary things could be repeated, and this did help me build up my confidence. Overall, 1 year on, the implant has been well worthwhile. Things aren't perfect. The one outstanding issue is that I cannot use a telephone. But my feeling is I will get to the stage when I can use a telephone.